Allowing your legs to become heavy, let that chair support you. To lower your gaze or close your eyes, whichever feels more comfortable for you. As you take a breath, on your exhale, allowing your shoulders to come away from the ears. Let your forehead smooth. Taking another breath, this time a breath of love through the heart. And as you exhale, allowing love to fill you. And with your next breath, a breath of peace, breathing in peace. And as you exhale, allowing that peace to be anchored deep within you. There's only this moment, nothing that came before it. Only you and your breath. Breath meaning spirit. And so you breathe in, refilling your spirit. And exhaling, feeling that peace that is anchoring you. Letting your breath find its own perfect rhythm. And just being with what is, being with what arises. If we hear something, we just acknowledge it, we don't chase it. We return back to the breath. The gentle in-breath and the gentle out-breath. And we may have thoughts that arise. That's okay. That's what our brains are meant to do, to think. And so we can just name it, thinking. And then return back to the breath. As we sink deeper into the heart space, opening our hearts up just a little bit more than even a moment ago. And taking a moment to observe what it is that's on your heart this evening. Not judging it, just observing. Is there happiness? Sadness, grief, joy, whatever it is, just noting that it just is. There's no judgment, there's no good or bad, there just is. Just acknowledging each feeling that arises, each feeling that's in the heart. Returning back to the just knowing that there are eyes behind the eyes, the beingness of you, the soul of you. Allowing it to observe as if not quite in your body. And yet to see your body and to bless it as the vehicle that it is to move you around earth. As God's living being. And if there's some part of your body that's still maybe not quite comfortable, taking a breath into that part of your body, just allowing it to relax. As you return to beingness, to the eyes behind the eyes, to just being with what is. Being with whatever arises. Not judging it, but holding the heart exactly where it's at this evening. And so knowing, acknowledging the Christ consciousness that we are, we allow our soul to be open to receiving whatever it is our message for this evening. And so we allow the silence to speak to us for just this moment, being open and listening. And so we return to the breath, noticing the breath that's been supporting us without even thinking. The breath breathing us, the heart filled and receiving, the soul acknowledged as we give thanks for moments like these, where we remember that we're souls with bodies, where we're in touch with that divine nature, where we feel grounded in our I am, where we feel connection with spirit, where we know all is well and all is very well. We send forth our prayers for all of those who have been hurt, injured, or loss of life on this day. We send light out to those places around the world that there may be darkness. We see hearts beginning to lift as our light goes forward and lifts the consciousness and that love of the world. And we allow that light and the loving that is ours to come right back to us and in this room, to fill it, to bless us, to bless this campus. Knowing all prayer requests that have been placed in our prayer box are already answered. And so fulfilled and filled, we are grateful. And we begin to be more mindful of the breath coming in and the breath going out. We start to wiggle our fingers and our toes. We start to move our head from side to side. And when it's right for us, we can open our eyes as we begin to sing our Lord's Prayer.